Good afternoon, Abbotsford residents. I'm Mr. Pelican. I'm running for the mayor of Abbotsford. And we're going to go after the insider trading. What lays in the city, the golden little secret. You know, we're taking a different approach now that we got all our anger out of us and we contained ourselves from knocking people around. And we want to make that thanks to the RCMP. Violence is never the way to go. And that's very clear because I'm a free man and I'm a live man. So today I'm down at the Abbotsford Fire Department. Now, these are the men that put out calendars for the women, the young girls, and they're a tremendous service to Abbotsford, one of the best services, I think, besides ambulance people in the hospital. We can't compare them. But these men are tremendous men. They've been given the wrong stick for a long time. And I want to make you clear of something today. All the candidates that I'm asking to run, Suki Dami, Gurpreet Rai, I made it clear, Eric Nival, we got to come in and get our city. We got to do this if you care about this city. I know you're going to be jumping on late. You weren't here for the issues, but I'm willing to allow you in and not make fun of you that now you want in because it's closer to the gold pot. We got to get rid of all of them. We got to wipe them out. We want to be very careful now. I made it clear that how we approach this election under the fire department, we're going into fire season. They got very short resources due to the lifting of jobs like Dave Sadoo's and Andy Sadoo's and the lobbying from the province to give Andy a lift to his son to the councillor. We know all this and cut our fire department's hands. We don't want to strap our fire department. We got to get them more money for the cheating of Rob Funk's carbon footprint, changing a zoning from 200 to 400. And we got to look at that as a community. And when we're going to build bigger, we got to have very good construction experience, not like Amric Moran. We can't build and not have upgrades to water and upgrades to sewer. But we're going to lobby for flood money. But we got to lobby for these guys, and I'm going to lobby. Now, let me tell you about the wisdom and knowledge of these guys. The pressure of pushing on the election by all candidates and me, I didn't notice, and I'm taking a very close place. You saw my video come out today on the hospital, and David Eby needs to help some of Abbotsford's guys that are real sick. These boys are tremendous boys, got a clear mind, clear conscience, always ready to go, always there for you, always physical shape, everything. Work very hard, give 200% in each and every way in their training and everything. Very schooled guys, very schooled guys. The fire chief maybe should become the police chief. But here's the wisdom of these guys. By me pushing down and everybody pushing down, we're crowding rooms. You'll see the lineup at the Chamber of Commerce to get endorsements, overstocking them rooms. We'll see him at Vicky Hope's newspaper. Gosh, you saw 66 people at Mike de Jong's illegal party. You'll see Ross now doing this. You'll see all of them coming in. This increases the endangerment of if there's a fire and the room's not capable of it. And these guys can't. They got to be focused on the fire season coming. They got to be focused on that. So we got to make sure that in this election, we respect what we got to do because we're in burden this until I become your mayor and I can get them more money and more resources and get them help. And we could go after the organized crime and use that to help these guys. And we can't increase the carbon footprint and have one guy do this. No, we have to get a little bit more. And that's, we see that with ourselves Asians when they throw a wedding, the wife doesn't do it. They have to get cooks and everything. So we need this. We need to help these guys. And as a community, this is long overdue and they get shamed. And this is because these buildings that they build are very small, they're very easy, they're very cheap. It's not like 76 million out of Unitech you can rip off and steal, or 400 million by UFB. So please, as mayor, if you're running, and as council, and as everything, you see the cheating like Mike de Jong's party 66. We have to make sure that we're aware of it so these guys can get out there and bust it up because the buildings are not capable of handling it. the lineup that'll be on Vicky Hopes. We got to watch out for all this. The Chamber of Commerce, Alex Mitchell, we got to watch this. These lineups will be very big. And we want to respect, we're going into fire season. They know a lot of the people on the street have to barbecue and they're cooking and stuff like that. So they want to be there. We want to help them. And as your mayor, we're going to get them resources in to help these boys. And we're going to drive this ship. We're going to change the official community plan that was filling elite rich people's pockets. We're going to yank it. We're not going to listen to this guy that's trying to run again for the establishment. You know who he is. We want to be, again, the mayor from the gas station. We got to send them back to pumping gas. And we're going to change their layout of the 50-50 plan, because this is why the last guy needed to load mayor and council and endangered everybody's life. I've had the best with me and maintained the best with me. Nobody could see them. Nobody knows where they are. We operate in the shadows of the night and in the day, and we're out all over Abbotsford, many eyes. We got eyes everywhere. There's more eyes in Abbotsford on the APD and on Vicky Hopes and on Amric Moran than there is man at the beach watching the girls. There's a lot of eyes, day and night. And this is the strength of the community. But I want to emphasize one thing about this community before I finish this. This is because of the RCMP. The RCMP, you can look back now and they'll say, you know, look what Abbotsford residents, Mr. Pelican, did under our great advice, how they roved their community, built their community. Their community is really strong now. It's really put together. It's done a lot. Crime has dropped. A lot of cheating and unfairness, and now the burden on us has dropped down. You know, a fine guy can get in, and he can help you with your taxes and everything. And we owe them. We must not forget this. We must say a tremendous thanks to the RCMP of Mission. You know, I was in Surrey's RCMP in Chilliwack, and you know, the Mission was the fastest, the easiest, and great vice. And every day is above the ground is a good day, and we know that. And we know what the whole thing was about, and we know the people that were supposed to be here that hold it in check and do this, weren't doing it. So I'm going to ask my MLA, Bruce Bamman, Rianne Gasper, and the man who hasn't apologized, Corky Neufeld, to the ledge, to David Eby for taking Amric and boosting him everywhere. And I'm going to ask Suk Mangel. This is where we need to lobby money with the footprint of construction going, the cheating of zoning on Ron Funk's 400 units that didn't even fill the fire department that's going. The fire department had to lay out an evacuation plan that there's 428 units from 200, the misleading and everything. They want these guys to work it out for free on their own time. We don't want that. We want this community all to equal a fair level playing ground, a fair wage, and these guys offer one of the best services across Canada, not just here. And so please be respectful of what we're doing. What we're doing is jeopardizing them, and we're jeopardizing them. We're in fire season and we're all this, and we're jeopardizing them because people like Alex Mitchell don't think like Greg Toes, Mike Dionne's illegal party. And every time I do a video and you do a video, you call the election, anybody stepping forward, there's a big group huddles against the establishment, and them rooms are not capable of doing it. And especially at night, these guys, you know, got to get in there with branches, and they don't know the ground's that good, and they can trip and get hurt and get caught and maybe get infection. We don't want this to our finest. We want to look after our finest. And we want to make these guys make calendars this year for the young ladies and everything. I'm proud of my fire department. I respect having a chat with this on this kind of level with them of what I'm doing and what council's doing, what Abbotsford residents are doing, and we got to be respectful of that. And we know people like Greg Toes didn't respect that. We know Mike Dionne didn't respect that overloading. We know what took place on this. We know the endangerment. They're out there, even in a car crash. They're out there when my attempted murders. They're out there all the time. They don't take sides of who's what and whatever. They look after the human being, whether you're right or wrong, and that there has to be respected. And this needs to have money. It needs resources and tax dollars going to fraud. Unitex building, tax dollars going to wrong funds, the DCCs are collected, the downtown DBA business community scooping off of you, which will be told by under me, you go out and make your own money. You're not going to get it as the DBA. I'm going to allow that money, what you've been stealing as the DBA and the tourism board and all that, to these guys. You go out like every other business and any other nonprofit that's struggling, especially Archway Community Services, and you go hustle for your money. No more free rides and increasing taxes. And that will go to the finest that need the money, need the help, and long overdue for a lot of help across, not only here in Abbotsford, but across BC. I'm live, Abbotsford, British Columbia, Abbotsford, BC.